and welcome to my ever first video recorded. I'm new player on this type of thing. I've never done a recording of a video before, and I've never shown what I've done on Minecraft or other games either. I've just taken a liking to the new to this after seeing other people doing it, like the Hermitcraft server and other people doing YouTube, and I sort of started wanting to record videos as well and show people what I'm doing on Minecraft and other games as well. So this is my first video, my first attempt at trying to do something about this, and I'm grateful for all the responses I can get, even the good and bad ones, to know if it's worth it and if you want to see more of it, and so forth. Like you probably can hear, I'm not an English speaker in my mother language, and I'm sorry if I sometimes sound very can't say the words right, or I'm trying to get a word right, or it takes some time for me to remember what word to use. So just a precaution before you watch the rest of the video, if it's something you don't like to hear. On to the stuff I want to show you. I'm new to Minecraft. I've been playing it for a little over 10 months, and not that much I've been through yet, or something. Sometimes some stuff I've done, some stuff I don't, and I'm going to explore it, and I'm using this world to do it. It's a world I started around I don't know, maybe a month ago or something, maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit shorter, I don't remember. And I'm going to, during this recording this video, I'm going to show you the world, so you know where I'm starting from, and then we can go on to the new stuff, and hopefully you want to stick with me and learn what I'm doing and what I plan to do. So starting off, this is my base, and it's pretty standard. At the top floor, at least, I have the sort of stuff you need: the brewing stand and the bed and all this different stuff you need completely. And to start off, I'm going to go outside and show you what it looks outside at. And yes, for you who have noticed, my world is a bit buggy or laggy. I don't know what it is, but it changes color. The sandstone changes color, and I don't know why. I've reported it, so hopefully it will be something that can be fixed. So, showing off my base. Here it is. It's based around a modern type of building with the corners and the glass and so forth, but I used the Minecraft materials and tweaked a little bit and made it my own, like I want it to be. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. It's one of the better bases I've built, and I really like it. So that's it. That's where I mostly are on the world. And you have seen I have pretty other buildings and stuff, and I'm going to warn you at most. It's going to be I'm not the best builder, and I hope to development that skill, but at the moment it's mostly just different blocks, and mostly it's like this. It's straight lines and not much depth or details on the building. I'm trying, but I'm not that good yet. So I'm trying. The first is where I keep my animals and the small sugarcane farm I built. Standard building mostly. Many of the Minecrafters use this, and it's just observer blocks and redstone and so forth, and hoppers down the water there that's collecting in. And here we have the sheep farm, colored sheep, and with the new update, you can, like we saw there, it shares the sheep once it's block updates, because it's an observer there and so forth. And yeah, I have a cow pen, mostly because I need meat and I'm trying to breed them up so I can kill them. At the moment I'm living on fish instead. So that's it. Not much done on this stuff, just something to keep everything in place. Next building is a similar sort of build, and it have all the crops and all of the stuff that grows, and most of it is for trading, like potatoes and carrots and wheat and pumpkin and melons. It's for trading with the villagers, because the 1.14 update has made me very interested in how villagers work, and you can get really neat stuff from them if you just put your time to it. So I'm trying to have working farms and so forth. Nether wart is for my brewing stuff, and so yeah, it's pretty standard. And I'm going to say also that most of the farms are not my idea, and I use mostly of the more adept hermit crafters, or other Minecrafters that's much more knowledgeable about it. I use their designs and copy them. I don't have the knowledge yet to use any of it. So a fair warning, I'm not that creative yet with my sort of builds. The next farm I'm going to show you is the one up here, and this is my larger sugarcane farm. It's the same design as the one in the farmhouse, but it uses a minecart instead. So it picks up the stray stuff, and you don't lose anything, and every observer is connected to just that sugarcane. So when one goes, it goes off, and the minecart comes over. So that's pretty standard, I think. It works well, and like everything else, sugarcane is for the villagers as well. And now it's going to turn night, so I'm going to go inside my base, and I'm going to show you the storage area, and then going to sleep, because I don't want the mob to spawn at a too large rate. Down here you have all of my storage, and I have very recently, just like yesterday, made it over. Before I had an auto sorting system with the redstone back and so forth, and a lot of hoppers going around and showing, putting stuff in the right places. But I outgrew it. It became too small for me, and some stuff I never got the bulk of it to actually make it into the chests. It just stopped at the sort of sorting back. So I never got some of the stuff, and I felt that system didn't work for me. So I chopped down a lot of wood and killed a lot of cows, and made this instead, where I've sorted it out at like I have blocks on the side with their different variants in the chests above, and on the other side I have most of the items and that sort of stuff that you need. And on the short side we have all the important stuff and maybe miscellaneous stuff that's just random, and maybe some like I said, important, but also some stuff that just pop out, and I need to save it, but I don't need it at the moment. And we have some array here as well. The water comes from a mob farm that I'm going to show you in a minute, but first we're going up to sleep instead. And once that's done and all of the zombies and skeletons are burning out there, I'm going to go to that mob farm. That you may... first I'm going to show you the village trading hall I made. Like you see, I'm going to show you the different hotspots for my world, the ones that I built myself and so forth, and so you know where I am in the progress. So here is my trading hall. It's a desert pyramid that I've just taken down different stuff and filled in sort of, and then I just put the villagers inside a rather natural cells here. And I take not all type of villager jobs because I don't need it, and some of them I need more of, so I have more of them. And we have also 2 librarians at this place. So some of them I've traded more with, some of them I've traded less with, and that's because I need some sort of stuff. At the moment I'm after mending books mostly. I not gotten any mending books from the librarians yet. I have some mending of my tools that you may see sometime, and that's because I fished for them. I got some mending books that way, but it's pretty boring, and it's such a rare thing to get, so I'm hoping for the villagers to provide mending books in the future, hopefully. So that's my trading hall. Now we're going to... And if I can take off, no, I cannot. Yeah. We try with the soul instead. So that went very well. Like you can see, I'm rather new at this with elytra and rockets. It's actually my first elytra. I've done all the different stuff before, and that's mostly in creative, so yeah. This is my mob farm, and it's not my design, like many of my farms. This is, I think it's Ilmango that's made this, and up there is my FK spot. Here you can turn the on because it's using water to push the mobs out and make them fall, and this push makes the water start and go off. And if we look at it, it's yeah, you can see here the mobs are falling in, and I'm going to try and show you. There's 15 levels. Ilmango's design has 20, but I made only 15 because I was lazy. And yeah, it works very well. It's often too much for me, so I have only used it like twice to AFK it. And down below, it's magma blocks that kills them and also pick up the items and so forth. This one I have not made in survival, it's made in creative, and I know some of you may say, oh, it's cheating and so forth, but I don't see it as that. I see it as I need to get better and try to be better at building, but at the moment I'm not, and until I am, I need to use creative to actually build some of the stuff in my world. But I'm trying to do the most of it in survival. It's my goal to do most of it, but some of them are done in creative anyway. Because of the time I need and so forth, it's, yeah, I don't have the best patience. So the next thing I want to show you is another farm. and as you see the landscape going past, it's going to be pretty obvious what type of farm it is. And I have another portal to that farm as well, but when I'm at the mob farm it's quicker to just take the rockets. And as it appears in the distance, you can see here, it's the very colorful one, and some of you may know the design. It's a guardian farm, and it's made by Cubfan123, I think he has the numbers. Cubfan at least. And this one, also made in creative, is just it's rather fun. It's my most used farm, as it gives me XP and also the prismarine that I really like as block. And it's bubble columns inside a monument that pushes everything up and makes them go into these streams. And then some lava, and then I have down here I have a killing chamber. I'm not going to use it at the moment because I don't feel like it, and it's pretty standard. Just kill the mobs and so forth. Yes, so that's my farms in the overworld. And I'm going to go back to my base because I want to go that way into the nether to show you the other stuff I have made. And it's not that much yet. Now we're outside my my nether portal, and we're going to go into the nether now. And on the other side, it's the usual hellish environment, and you can see some of the stuff I made. It's going to be a nether hub here, with a lot of more easier and much more good-looking walkways, but at the moment it's mostly temporary. I've only used the nether so far to get the items I need, and use the portals to get to areas and so forth. And yeah, so firstly I'm going to show you the Nether Fortress and the 2 farms I made over there. And I'm going the completely wrong direction, I remember now. I've not been in the Nether for a long time. I not really have the need to use it, so yeah, beside pig and go forth. So, and we're going this way. The other one goes to a snowy taiga biome. I needed to find gravel, and I needed to get a fast way there. So therefore I have that portal over there, but I've not used most of it. And that's because I have the elytra now. I killed a dragon very recently as well, and therefore I fly everywhere where I need to go mostly. So yeah. And here's the nether portal to my guardian farm. It goes to one of the islands. You may have spotted it when I flew by. But this one leads to the nether portal, the fortress. And we're going to run past very fast this very precarious bridge. And that was my phone that made that noise, if you are wondering. I have to remember to shut that off in future videos. And here we are, the Nether Fortress, which starts over here, and there we can see one of the farms I made. And I'm going to go down the ladder to show you a bit more closely. Both of the designs in the Nether of farms I have not made myself. I'm going to point that out very often, because not much I've done myself in Minecraft, and we're going the wrong direction again. So behind that staircase, and so, and then we're going here. Yeah, and here you have the two entrances to my farms, and you can probably see what type of mobs it is. Here, well, you can just see a lot of stone blocks. I'm going to just check that it's safe. Yes, and here you have it. It's a blaze farm, and it has double blaze spawners. But once I'm actually in the killing chamber, the one further back, it doesn't work because it's too far, and I've miscalculated how this farm works, so it's just one blaze spawner really that works in this design. I can probably change it, but I have not, and I'm not going to do it. This design, I don't remember exactly who did it, but I'm going to watch to go back to my videos and look forward which one has done it, and all of the farms I'm going to make do a link in the description, so you can look at them themselves if you want to make them. I have very good tutorials that the people that have done the farms have done, so I follow them mostly to the point of religiousness almost. But here is the killing chamber. We have the red box with glass over there that makes this blazes sort of, they spawn and then they fall down, and because they have the pathfinding, they want to find a solid block instead of a glass transparent block. So they want to go to this block of stone, and when they do, they fall down this chute and can then be killed here. So that's the farm in its entirety. I made this so that it needs to have a sort of perimeter, so yeah, the English is not very good today. So that they only want to go to this corner. So that's why everything else is in glass, so they don't want to spawn on different places. Yeah. So up here and down here. And that blaze is going to shoot me. I'm going to shoot him. Oh, a rod. I'm going to take... Oh, fun. Don't want any gas at the moment. And like you see, the next farm, it's a wither skeleton one. And this design is come from Tango Tech. It's one of the easier farms to make, I believe. That's why I made it. I don't usually go for the more complicated ones, because I don't need them. It's a single play world, so the most advanced or the most drops, it's not needed for my world. So I go for the simpler ones, mostly because I want to be able to actually make them and build them. And here we are. This farm is a wither skeleton farm, and it's really genius, I think, of Tango to make this. It's following a bridge from a Nether Fortress, and then you have placed 15 blocks of Nether bricks out in each direction, and it uses the rather nifty ability of the withers to see, be a few blocks higher than the other mobs, because they can see in this very small gap, they can see me, and when I walk here, they actually attracted and goes after me because they want to hit me, but they can't. Other mobs, like blazes and so forth, they can't see me because they lower to the ground, and if I'm not aggroing them, they don't sort of rise up and see me. And that's why also, because that's why I don't jump in here, because then they will see me, because I'm going to be higher and they can locate me. But as you see, here we have 4 dudes following me, and they will follow me until the end here. Oh, that blaze followed up here, not good, but I'm going to have to kill him. And here, once you get the withers to actually walk up, they're going to stand. Yeah, they've seen me still. It's a bit flawed. I've not seen this before, and if they could, yes, then I can just kill them. And the reason for me making this farm is because I want the wither skeleton skulls, of course, to make the wither, because I've never fought the wither before. So that's one of the plans I'm going to want to go through with in the near future. I have not yet may get them. I got them one, but not in the farm. It's been made in when I killed one of my first skeletons. But it's much easier to have a farm for it. Even if this is just rather natural, I don't feel like walking down every Nether Fortress and trying to find the wither skeletons, and this is much easier and safer for me. So it's a farm to hopefully get the different stuff and get all of it in a convenient way and without much harm. So yeah, and that's my 2 farms here in the Nether, and we have one last farm to look at, and we're going to the last level of Minecraft, if you want to put it in that way. And I'm going to be back with you shortly. And we're back. I'm probably going to cut my walkway to the Nether for your benefit, but we're back at my starting portal, and now we're going to go this way instead. And like I said, you probably know where this is going, and I'm going to go the short way for the portal to get into a stronghold. And like I probably said before, I've recently acquired a Elytra and so forth, and that means that I've killed a dragon recently also, and I never done that before in survival mode. This time I did, and it was really fun, and I liked it very much actually. It was one of the funner things that I've done in Minecraft, and I really enjoyed it. So I understood why some people do it a lot of times over, because it's fun. And here we have my portal is just here, and it's blocked on the other side, so I don't have a lot of mobs going in here. And here's the end portal. Hopefully most of you have seen it. And here we are. spawning platform outside of the main island a little bit, and we're going to go up this staircase. And here we are, a lot of Endermen, and like usual. And yeah, I have just one portal to the other outer end, but it fits. It's what I need at the moment. And the last thing I want to show you is my very last farm, the one last hotspot on this world for you to look at and familiarize with, and then we can, oh, I walk past it, and then we can get on with the building and surviving and so forth. And I'm just going to show you an overview like this because it's not necessary for me to go down there. As you probably know, this is an Enderman farm, and I watched 3 videos on how to make this, and it's Iskal from Iskal85 from the Hermitcraft server and Pixel Reefs in his Minecraft survival guide, and the third is the one that actually made the design, but I don't remember his name at the moment. So like I said, I'm going to show put a link in the description, so all of the farms I've talked about today that is not my design, I'm going to show you a link to a tutorial or something about the farm, so you can find it as well if you want to build it. And then the main farm is pretty simple. It's made of leaf blocks because Endermen don't spawn off leaf. No mobs spawn off leaf as I know it. And out there they spawn on the stone, you can see very far out there. And when I'm in vicinity, they will start to run towards that area because there's an endermite there and they want to kill it. But instead they walk into my trap and I can kill them, and it turns pretty hectic. I'm not going to show you today because like I said, it's not needed, and it's they make pretty horrible sound when you're out there, and I don't need to deafen your ears today. We can do that another video. So that's it for the different farms. Mostly the stuff I've done here is farms because I have the goal to mine stuff and get this all sort of stuff farmed and have a large storage for it and all the different stuff. So when I need to build something, I actually have the stuff I need, so I don't have to look for it too much because I already have it. Because I found the grinding part of Minecraft the most boring. I think everyone will agree with me. And with that, I think I've gotten all of the important spots, the ones I built at least. I'm going to show you more of the world, of course, but this is where I've been hanging out for the past weeks, and the stuff I built and so forth. And I hope you will continue to follow me, and if you want, like that video and subscribe and see what else I'm going to go up to. Like I said, it's going to be very varied. Mostly it's going to be Minecraft mostly at the beginning at least, and then I'm going to hopefully start to build stuff, and I'm testing it now. See how the responses is and what you think of it, and yeah, that sort of stuff. So I'm saying goodbye for this video, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.